Welcome to the Plush Life, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's a special night for me because right now I'm standing in the kitchen at what was the original back of the house. And 6 years ago, I opened our very first Plush Life show standing in this same exact spot. I never would have thought that 6 years later I would still be standing here every week saying welcome to the Plush Life. So this is a real honor for me. Now, a few months back, we did what was called our patio dining show, and we had such a huge response to that show. I mean, people were sending us messages saying they were going to go to every restaurant we featured. People were asking us to bring more restaurants. The food scene in Reno has really blown up, and there's a lot of great places. So because the public cried out and said we want to see more food and more great places, we have decided to do a second dining show. Now this week we won't be featuring patios per se because summer's come to an end, but we are going to feature some of the latest and greatest food that's come onto the scene here in northern Nevada. And that's partly why I'm at what was the original back of the house. It's no longer back of the house, but it is a wonderful place. It's Lana Culinary School, and it started out as Lana Thai Cafe and Culinary School, but they've done such a fantastic job here that they've actually moved the cafe to the shopping center at Cullen Ranch, and they have a separate cafe where you can have wonderful lunch and wonderful dinner, but they're still keeping this charming house here as a culinary school, as well as a place to have private parties and private events. I have had several private events here, from wedding dinners to birthday parties. It's a great spot to come for that, and it's also a great culinary school. Barbara had a vision when she opened back of the house, and it really was set up to be the best culinary school in town, and I'm so glad that Pim and Glenn and Pete have decided to keep the house and keep it going. So tonight we're going to start here, and we're going to talk with Chef Pim about her vision and her dream, and we're going to see this as a wonderful family business. And you're going to discover probably some of the best Thai food that Reno has to offer. And then we'll move around all over town and bring you additional great restaurants tonight. So Glenn, you were really one of those husbands that was in tune enough with their wife to realize that she had a dream, and that dream was to own her own restaurant. When did you first realize that?
I do a little consulting work and was able to work up, and get us into a financial position where we're able to actually take a chance at it and to try. And when you think about, living your life and the time we have here, I think it's important to try to achieve your goals and to try new things and to take a few risks. It adds a little spice to life. And Pim's always been a great cook, and and who better to take a chance with than your wife?
Absolutely.
So that was our idea.
I could not agree with you more. I don't think there's anything better than a person that realizes that someone else has a dream and loves them enough to help them realize that dream. So originally you found what used to be the original back of the house, a place very near and dear to my heart because my husband proposed to me here during a cooking class. So not only do we love cooking classes, but we love the original back of the house. And you originally found this spot, and you were going to start a cooking school as well as a cafe.
Yes, and we had no idea about the relationship with the back of the house initially. And Pim is the one who found this. And when I initially first heard of a place on 2nd Street, I thought, oh no, rolling my eyes, another broken down downtown Reno structure. But this turned out to have a lot of charm, and the person who we now know was Barbara put a lot of her heart into this place, and it's got a lot of charm and a lot of character, and we fell in love with it the first minute we walked in here.
How do you feel knowing that your husband really wanted you to live out your dream? How does that make you feel?
I was so happy about that. I think he tried so hard to help me and everything. And then on English, because I don't speak English any when I came to here, but he tried to help me a lot on my work, I cannot speak to today because he helped too much.
Well, Pim is an incredible chef, and she's by far one of the sweetest people I've ever met. But I love the fact that you took your original concept and now you've kind of fine-tuned it and you've expanded it. And you found this wonderful spot up in the Cullen Ranch Shopping Center, and moving the restaurant portion there is an awesome idea, and we're going to talk about that, and we're going to go there and see that. Now, one of the things you're doing in your restaurant is you're making all the food right to order. You're not making anything in advance, nothing sitting under heat lamps. You're really making the food fresh right then when it's ordered. Do you think that that makes a big difference?
Really different. The food when you cut like now and you cook now, it really different from you cook from cut today and cook tomorrow.
Yeah.
I try to do everything by myself. I stay like a 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I don't care, but longer I make something better.
The longer you stay, the better it will be, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I can certainly tell when I eat at Lana Thai Cafe that the food is definitely superior, and I can tell that you made it right literally when I ordered it.
Here we have one of Pim's signature appetizers. This is the fresh spring roll with shrimp, cilantro, cucumbers, and mince, and it is absolutely delicious with their peanut sauce, and it's very healthy for you. And over here is our signature Penang curry sauce. It's very creamy and tasteful, and it comes with chicken, bell peppers, a little bit of chives, and baby corn that just soaks up the sauce so wonderfully. And over here is her beef black pepper, which is an original dish from my mom. She made it herself at the old back of the house restaurant. And it comes with mixed bell peppers, onions, and black peppercorns.
And it's such a great location. I mean, you've got, it's just it's a beautiful neighborhood. It's a great area. And it's really been a smashing success since the day that you opened.
Yes.
So congratulations on that. And of course, that has to do with Pim's
That's
wonderful
all
food.
due to Pim. That's all due to Pim. And yes, and her hard work and the amount of hours she's putting in right now. And I hope, people, when they see her work there, because what we've created is an open cooking area so that you can see and meet Pim while she's working, and you can see the effort that goes into what they do. And, each dish is prepared individually, and the blending of the flavors and everything is done on an individual per dish arrangement. Yes, it's been, we haven't even really organized an opening yet. All we did was turn on the sign and
people showed up.
People showed up.
But I love, love, love the fact that you believed enough in the house and in the charm of the house to continue with the cooking classes, and then now even you're thinking about opening up the house for special private parties and special events. And I can't think of a better use for this house than special parties and private events, as I personally have had several here.
Yeah, well, we think that will complement the restaurant part of the business nicely, and as you said about Pim's personality and her charm, I know that people will enjoy that part of the experience.
That's great. Well, you have very quickly become one of our favorite go-to spots. I personally think you have some of the best Thai food in all of Northern Nevada, and I particularly love the fact that you helped Pim realize her dream. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Who else would you want to support other than, your wife and as good a cook as she is, and it's been her passion. You just have to go after those things. You just can't let that sit. And when you discuss with people in your family and other people that you know that are older, and you ask them about their life and the things that they've done, it seems that most of the regrets center around things that they didn't do, things they didn't try. And they seem to realize later in life that the risks were worth taking. And the risk of failure, you can recover. So, I just think that, Pim has got such a passion for this and really enjoys cooking so much that, these are things you just have to try.
Well, my gut feeling is you guys are not going to fail, because I think that this town is going to get behind what you're doing and your dream. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
All right.
So we love that this is a locally owned restaurant, and we particularly love that it's family, a husband, a wife, and a son, really living out their dream right here. And what do you think about the food, honey?
I love the food. We've been ordering the spring rolls for about a year now. Anytime we have a party, need an appetizer, we'll order a bunch of these, bring them home, put them on a nice platter.
And our guests love them.
and let them know where they came from. Sometimes I try to lie and say I made them, but obviously
It doesn't work very well.
So the Thai coffee and the Thai tea also are fantastic. We're going to get started eating this delicious food, but you guys are going to watch us as we head over to South Creek Pizza, right in the South Creek Plaza. And that is absolutely one of your
Our
favorite
favorite
places.
pizzas.
Yeah, and we have had them on the show many times, but tonight you're going to see something new. They've got a new pizza that they've created that we're bringing to you right here from the Plush Life tonight.